The Tangenetic podcast is aimed at a mature audience. It contains themes that are not appropriate for all listeners. It's important to note that we are not experts. We routinely have no idea what we're talking about and are just three idiots sitting around a table. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Tangenetic Might Play for May 2024. Before we get into the trailers, what have you guys been playing?
I've been playing the Crab Souls.
Yes, so have I. I played an awful lot of Another Crab's Treasure, which is fantastic.
Just
Dark
a
Souls
thought.
crabs.
Could we call this episode May Play?
Ah.
God damn it, I wish I'd done that. That would have been so much better.
You're welcome.
But seriously, Another Crab's Treasure is fantastic. It's basically Dark Souls if it had been made in the universe of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really, really good. Although if you play it, I would highly suggest going straight into the assist settings and turning on the increased parry windows and dodge windows.
Because the game, give yourself a gun.
Yeah, that is an option. One of the assist options is literally give the crab a gun.
It's great because you wear it as a shell and you just start shooting things. It's unlimited ammo. It's so much fun.
It's pretty funny. But it'll make the game feel a little better. They've gone for like super precise timings on stuff, and most Souls game give you some solid iframes to work with. So I would highly suggest doing that just to make it feel a little better to play.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the game's really, really well made.
It's so much fun.
The first time this is the first time this studio has ever made a Souls-like, and they killed it.
They did very well. Like, the comedy was there, the story got weirdly dark towards the end.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit. But I enjoyed all the visuals, all the set pieces were fun.
Yeah.
It felt like a living world in sorts.
I don't know why it was the thing that, one of the things that super impressed me was in one of the areas I was running around, there was this river and there was a big waterfall, and I'm like, is there anything behind the waterfall? Went behind the waterfall and found an entire hidden boss, and it was like, oh my god, this is fantastic. This is exactly what I wanted to find. I would have liked loot, but a whole other boss? Fuck yeah, let's go.
It's the whole reason for waterfalls in games.
Look, that's the weird thing with waterfalls in games. Either you find something behind it, in which case it's like, yay! Also, haha, trope. Or you don't find one, and you just feel gypped and, betrayed.
Look, I don't mind if not every waterfall has to have something behind it.
No, but at least one does.
At least one has to happen. Definitely.
But you will also check every single one until you find that one.
100%. But if I get through your whole game and not one waterfall had something behind it, oh, you fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like putting breakable boxes in something and not single one of them having anything in it.
Yeah.
God, I hate when that happens.
It's got to be stuff in stuff, okay? Like, it's a rule.
Yeah. If you can do something with it, it needs to be relevant to something you do.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it's like, with Another Crab's Treasure, I really enjoyed the weird shells you could find.
Yeah.
They were, because each one has, a ability. Like, they chop and change between them, so some of them are very much the same, just upgraded armor. But there's a Yakult container which just gives you regeneration, which eventually you find a pill bottle that does the same thing, but with more armor to it. It's such a weird and wonderful game.
All the characters are really good. I would highly suggest looking up this scene from it of when you go to fight the lobster boss. Because he's supposed to be a samurai. So when he pulls out, he uses chopsticks as a weapon, but they're sheaths. So of course he pulls it out front like a katana and unsheathes his chopsticks.
I love later on the second phase where he splits them and doesn't get a clean split. He just gets angry.
All the bosses had a lot of fun to them. They were very creatively done, despite trying to, of course, they're almost all a riff on some kind of crustacean. But they managed to get just this right kind of variance with them.
They have right personality for it.
Yeah, like the one that's in the Sands Between.
Yes. Which is
there's so many Dark Souls references. It's so good. The one that's in the Sands Between is I can't remember, he's something the Ravenous.
Yeah.
And he's got a knife and fork strapped to each claw so that he can pin things down and then cut them up. There's so much personality there. They didn't have any boss feel like it was just a carbon copy of another boss.
Yeah.
They all felt unique.
They were pretty well done. I enjoyed them. But,
The setting was good. The locations were varied enough.
the one
Some
thing
of them felt
I
a
will
little...
say, yeah, some of them were a bit like samey occasionally, but like the one thing that stuck out to me, it's a small thing, but I loved it. They replaced all the swearing with random like crab puns.
Yeah, they did.
And it was great, because at one point, he's just running away from a seagull, yelling, crab, 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 crab! And after a point, you don't even hear it anymore. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's a fantastically made game. Would highly recommend. It's,
$30 or $40?
something like that? I think it might also be on Game Pass as well.
For the amount I paid, I am happy. It's like, it was worth the price of admission. I'd pay that.
Wasn't there recently added? Yeah, there it is. It's on Game Pass. Shock horror. It's currently got their on fire icon to show that a lot of people are playing it.
Yeah.
But quite honestly, like, I advocate an awful lot for people, like, you know, if you don't have money, check it out on Game Pass. But, like, this game is not that expensive.
Yeah.
It is honestly very good. And it's $40, not $30.
Like,
But
I picked it up
think
on Steam, and I don't regret it.
No, neither do I. I definitely think I got my $40 worth. And I will absolutely be keeping an eye on this studio to see if they do another thing with Souls-like content. Because this was great.
But apart from that, the only other things I've been playing was Vertical like Kingdom, I think it was. But that's just a little card game and keeps me somewhat entertained. But
I've pretty much only playing Forbidden West and Helldivers. That's it.
Two really good games. Way up to it, Forbidden West.
I'm still relatively early in it, just because I just like walking around and shooting dinosaurs. Like the story really hasn't grabbed me. I give almost zero fucks about the story, but the world is pretty and the dinosaurs explode good. They
do.
That's about it.
We've also been playing some Halo. We've also been playing a little bit of Halo every so often. So
we went through
back
Reach.
and played some Halo. We really got to do more of that.
We need to finish CE so we can get to the second one and then drag Jondo back in.
I mean, we could just skip to 2.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
was just me and you on, so we played some CA.
Yeah. But it's still
those
just
games
as good.
Yeah,
A lot
easily.
faster than I remember. Either we got better at it or like the game was not as long as I remember.
I 100% think we got better at it.
Yeah.
I have to believe I'm better than the goober I used to be.
Also, like, we were playing with 3 people, but we're only playing on not legendary. We're playing on heroic, but the game doesn't scale for 3 players, so it's still heroic for a single player.
That makes sense. But,
So that's why we were ripping through it and getting the achievements for part-times and everything.
Yeah.
because I think in one setting
so that's
we
why
got
it felt a little easier, because you had 3 guns belting down an enemy, and not just one person trying to duck and weave and pray.
Yeah, in one play session we almost finished Reach.
Yeah, and like another play session, we got through to the Flood in CE.
CE, yeah.
Like, and I think that's like at least 3/4 of the way through is when you find the Flood.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Something
over
like that,
halfway where you first encounter them. Like, it's pretty much where the second game starts.
Yeah.
Well, the change is that massive that it feels like a very different kind of game.
I just like the fact this was triggered by hating Halo TV series so much. Like, no, we need the original again. We need to go back.
And honestly, still holds up.
It does.
Absolutely holds up. If you've never played Halo, go get the Master Chief Collection. It's on Game Pass.
It's good.
Yeah,
Play it. It's worth your time. It's still worth your time.
Game Pass is worth it just for that alone.
Yeah.
Because that's Reach, ODST 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a lot of games
That is a lot
for your $10. And you got a couple buddies to play it with. Next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, shall we get on to the trailers of games I think are interesting for May?
Why not?
Yes.
Maybe.
Alright, first trailer going into the chat.
Woo! Ooh, this looks pretty.
So the Endless Ocean games are an old set of games that are finally getting a new entry on the Switch, which has co-op, by the way.
Nice.
Where you kind of swim around and enjoy the ocean and solve some light puzzles, from what I hear.
But do they have sea buttholes?
I don't think so. I don't think this is like Abzu.
Oh, I love Abzu. It was a great
Outside of being able to swim around and explore an ocean and interact with creatures.
Yeah.
It seems to
looks
be a
very
pretty chill game. I mostly just threw it in here because it's a Switch game, it's multiplayer, it just kind of looks cool. It's got this interesting vibe to it. I don't know if I'd pick it up, but it's definitely, like, there's something about it that I like.
This
I don't
looks
know how
like
much I trust it.
A therapy game that was made back in like around 2010 or so. It was meant to be for kids that had been through a traumatic thing or they're in hospital, and it was just like something calming that they could go through a reef with.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was like we covered it in real world gaming. Like they covered poker machines, and they covered here's another thing that's actually good for people, not shitty fucking poker machines.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just what this reminds me of.
Yeah.
It's very pretty. I don't know if I trust the Switch to have the hardware to run it from how it looks. Like,
I mean, it doesn't look like it's pushing too much.
it depends on
yeah,
how many fish are on the screen at one time.
I get your concern.
Yeah.
So that comes out on May 3rd. Next up... Oh, that was Endless Ocean Luminous, by the way. I forgot to say the title. Next up, we have Indica.
With his partner, Sativa.
Well, here's the thing. You play a nun going on a trek with the devil.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
So it seems to be kind of more point-and-clicky.
Not so much
really
Sativa as Satina.
Yeah.
So it seems to be a lot more of a story game. You're going to be wandering around. It's got a very Eastern Bloc kind of vibe. I kind of really like stories from that sort of like Eastern Europe area. So I'm pretty interested in this personally. I haven't really been drawn in by just a pure story game for a while now, but this one looks fun. And the idea that you're traveling with the devil is like, okay, there's an interesting thing.
It looks entertaining. I might give that a shot. Is it just a single player, or is it a...
Yeah, no, it's just a single player game. Like, no combat, lots of... like I said, it's much more of a point-and-click style game than it is like a combat game or something like that.
Yeah, because looking at this, I don't think I've seen any actual gameplay yet. Just, it's a very pretty world.
Definitely.
Yeah. I probably could have found a better trailer, but... You know what I mean? This is the vibe. It's more about that than it is about like crazy cool action sequences or anything like that.
Yeah, it's more world building, a story.
Yeah.
Atmosphere and all that kind of fun stuff.
Pretty much. That also comes out on May 3rd.
Nice. So we don't have to wait that long.
Next one. This one I threw in here because it just made me giggle.
Okay. So, Little Kitty, Big City.
Yeah.
Well, the graphics are fun.
Yeah, it's got kind of this cel-shady, cutesy vibe, and you play a cat.
You're an anime
running around
kitty.
a city.
And you have hats!
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be real silly, and I like the way, like, when he squeezes through, like, gaps and stuff, or jumps in bins, the legs go fucking everywhere. I don't know if you've ever owned a cat, like, they do that. It's just fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I saw this one and was just like, yeah, I'm going to throw this in just for a silly funsies game.
I might grab this just for the sake that I love Stray, but this seems more fun than depressing, so...
Yeah.
This feels a little more Untitled Goose Game with cats.
Yes!
I'm okay with that. Yeah, no, I think I might be getting this.
Cool. Well, next up...
They really have the animations down.
Little Big Kitty is May 10th. Little Kitty Big City, May 10th. So, next up.
Oh, hey, Prison Architect 2. I didn't realize that was coming out anytime soon.
Yeah, and it's getting a third dimension.
Gasp!
It's more Prison Architect.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Same, but different.
I may not pick it up, but I look, I'm not going to lie. I'm probably the most keen for Josh from Let's Game It Out to play this.
Yeah.
He will probably make some really unethical prison, and it'll be great. I probably won't play this, but I am very interested to watch people play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I suck at those kind of management games, so I just tend not to play them too often. But looks entertaining.
Yeah. And if at least looks pretty and fun, it means when those guys do play those games, I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah. Be great.
Right. Next up is something I am... Oh, sorry. Prison Architect... Why do I not have my notes set up properly?
That requires forethought. We can't have that here.
That's May 8th.
Ah, fair.
I'll be excited for it when it's in a random hobby bundle or something that I pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next game is definitely one of the 3 games I will 100% be picking up in May.
It's the exact one I thought it was going to be.
There's 3 games, and this is one of them. This is
me too.
Homeworld 3. I fucking love Homeworld. I even love the prequel game they made, Deserts of Karat.
Yeah.
I am absolutely on board for another Homeworld. Bring it on. I really want this.
Like, the demo they released of this had a really shitty control system. Like, it felt like it was made for fucking controllers, and apparently they've gone through it and completely overhauled it back to the controls of Homeworld 2 Remastered.
Oh, nice. That's good.
So, yeah, I'm even more excited. I lost a lot of hope for it after I played the demo, but now I'm like, oh, yeah!
Nice.
Yeah. So, I will definitely pick that up. I will get lost
and it's goddamn so fucking pretty.
Yeah.
So is.
It is gorgeous.
It's like the only thing that prevents me from necessarily like massively like grabbing anyone I know by the throat and being like, play Homeworld! It is looking a little dated these days. So being able to be like, okay, here's the lore video, this will catch you up on the background for Homeworld, go play Homeworld 3.
Yeah. Or a photoreal mod for Homeworld 2 is fucking pretty. Like, some of the environments I had in the background are gorgeous. And
all the nebulas and things you end up going through. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, a photoreal mod for it is fucking good.
Nice.
That's coming out on May 14th. So, yeah, we only got about 2 weeks to wait for that one, and I am super hype.
So we're losing steps for like a week when this one comes out.
Probably.
Or
I'll probably be
both.
trying to do the podcast while I try and command my fleet.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is the second game I will definitely be picking up.
It's also the
Ghost of
second
Sushi
game
Town.
that I've already paid for.
Good man. Good man.
I already
Forget-
own this on PlayStation 5, but I will happily buy it again.
I'll look for... So this is Ghost of Tsushima, or as you'll probably often hear it is call it Ghost Sushi or Goat Sushi.
Yeah, go sushi.
So, yeah. This game was fantastic. I cannot wait for better resolutions, uncapped frame rates. Just throw my beast machine at this game and let it melt my eyeballs out of my head.
I want to see what breaks first, the game or my graphics card.
There's
Look, I don't know.
if you pick it up, well, actually no, when you link your Steam account to the PlayStation Network, you get an extra thing, and I don't know if it was in the main game because I never played that far into it, but you get a canine companion.
Oh, nice. That was not in the original.
No.
The Steam exclusive offer, you get an archery master's attire, and a charm of canine recruitment, which lets you recruit a canine to be a companion.
Nice.
That's kind of cool.
I love that. That's adorable.
Yeah, and you also get the New Game Plus Horse Travel Companion, Traveler's Attire, and Broken Armor Dies. But yeah. they're just the extra shit you get.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
it's the only other game of they're the two games I've actually paid for already this month.
The good thing is, I'll know not to get attached to my horse this time. Fucking bastards.
You're still gonna. You know you will.
Yeah.
You'll still hit just as hard. Even though you know it's coming.
It's probably hit harder because I know it's coming.
So that one comes out on May 17th. So in the same week that Homeworld comes out, so does Ghost of Tsushima.
I know.
Oh man, you're going to disappear for a while.
Homeworld Tsushima.
Alright, next trailer.
We have Ghost at Home. Oh, this is the new Prince of Persia.
No, this isn't. That one came out a while ago. That was the one done by Ubisoft. This is a different one. They contracted a different studio. The guys who did Dead Cells did this one.
Nice.
And this is essentially a roguelike permadeath Prince of Persia game.
Interesting.
Really, the thing that made me the most interested about it is it's by the guys who did Dead Cells. And Dead Cells is fantastic. If you haven't played that, for the love of Christ, go play Dead Cells.
Dead Cells is pretty good.
And that pedigree is the only reason I'm at all interested in this game. Because, like, these guys know how to do that sort of, like, play, die, repeat.
Yeah, the animation looks fluid and fun. I may end up grabbing this. It looks good.
Yeah, I might. I don't know about whether I will or not. It's definitely
Again,
lower on the pickup list.
This will be a humble bonus.
Yeah.
It'll be a bonus when I pick it up in Humble Bundle in 6 or 8 months' time.
Yeah.
I could see myself maybe actually picking it up, but, like, during a much quieter time.
Yeah.
Not May. I'm not picking it up in May. I can tell you
There's
that.
too much shit going on for me.
But yeah, it looks good. The studio making it's got a good pedigree. That's Prince of Persia: The Rogue. Next up, just a quickie because I know a bunch of people will be interested in it. This is the Switch remake of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. The Paper Mario games are fun.
Now.
I highly recommend those games. They're really quite entertaining.
I've always heard good things, but I've never got round to playing them.
Yeah, no, I played this one. I would recommend. It's pretty good. The paper mechanic is silly and it works. I feel like I'm talking about something where it's like it's a known quantity is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to say? Nintendo did a good thing.
It's entertaining. From what I've seen, it's really good.
Yeah.
It actually looks a lot prettier than I'd expect from a Switch game.
Yeah.
Looking at it, it actually looks like someone's made paper models and put them on a bench. It actually looks pretty good.
It's very
Can you
pretty.
believe this originally came out on the Wii?
Really?
It's had some work done.
Was it the Wii or the GameCube? We're talking like that GameCube Wii area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one it came out on. So, like, this is an old game that's just got a nice fresh coat of paint. It looks like this at better lower resolution on those older platforms. So,
Yeah.
So
it's not just the Switch pushing the power out to get this aesthetic.
Printer cartridges got so much better. It's a better quality printer means better quality Mario. Fine.
They went out and bought some new scissors.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, like everything's got that like folded together from Paper 5 shock horror. But yeah, would highly recommend that. That one's coming out on May 24th.
That's a while off.
We're gonna have some back of the month stuff. Not everything can come around at the same time as Homeworld and
But I
Ghost of
want
Tsushima.
So it gives you enough time to get through those games.
No, it isn't.
No,
I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna play one until I'm angry at it, and then go play the other one.
Yeah,
Until I'm angry at it, and then go back again.
Yeah. So, next trailer. Which was a game I did not even know was coming until I was looking around, and then it was like, oh my god!
World of Goo! I didn't think we were getting this for like another year or something.
Dude, the original World of Goo came out when we were in uni. I didn't think we were ever getting another one.
Because we mentioned it a while ago when you found it the first time, and it's like, oh, this will be ages away. Like, nope, this month, and I am keen.
Yeah. The original World of Goo was fantastic. This just looks like it expands on that.
Yeah. Like,
It's
World of Goo was
basically
great.
it's basically one of those bridge constructing games.
Yeah.
But with a lot of weird mechanics.
With goo.
And not just waiting for a truck to drive over it, it's to get through a whole world.
Yeah.
Usually you're trying to get some amount of goo of the goo blobs that you build out of to a certain point, or lift something, or it was very like it's.
It was basically a
feeling
physics
it
puzzle
words
game.
to describe how clever this was for so simple a game.
It was a really fun physics puzzle thing.
Yeah.
It was great. I loved World of Goo. But the fact we have, like, a whole nother game, keen.
100%. I'm very, very happy that they finally got back around to doing World of Goo.
Yeah.
And that guy comes out on May 24th.
But I want it now.
It's coming out this month. Calm your shit.
Never!
Second last trailer, and the third game I am guaranteed to buy this month.
Ooh.
Yes, this is another one I want to play, but this one's in my wish list. I haven't thrown the cash at this one yet.
I am a big fan of the first one, and, like, side note, I actually have mental psychosis. I have audible and perceptual hallucinations, so the way this works is very interesting to me, the way they get the binomial sound to work. It's kind of creepily real.
We should probably mention, it is Senua Saga Hellblade 2.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We got distracted, we do that a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's something I'm super excited for, because I really like the first Hellblade. And the way I watched the documentary on how they made it, and how they actually talked to people with mental psychosis.
Yeah.
They specifically set up a recording setup so they could actually have the people who do the voices around Senua, like, walk around it to get that effect.
Yeah,
nice.
It's one of those games you really have to play with surround sound. Like,
Oh, yeah. You want a good pair of surround headphones, block everything else out. It's amazing.
and just sink yourself into it, because holy fuck, it's an experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And, like, I know people will be like, oh, it'll be fine out of a TV. No. Either a surround sound setup or get some good headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if all that voice is coming from you from one angle, it's not going to feel right.
Yeah.
No. And, like, even putting your earphones on with, like, I usually play with one ear off. No. You got to have the whole thing in and sink into it, because, goddamn, it's just something.
God, it's a pretty looking game, too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They put the work in from the first one.
Yeah.
This would, like, the studio who makes this game, they've said in the past that they're absolutely happy being a AA developer.
Yeah.
I feel like they're getting into, like, a AA plus, maybe AAA minus area.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
They're definitely riding that line between, like, maybe I could say you're AAA now.
I think the only
they
reason
are.
they're not saying that they're going to AAA is because there's a really bad stigma attached to AAA now.
I'd like them to continue to think they're AA.
Yes.
Keep pumping this out and think you're AA, please.
I mean, their attitude as being like, we're happy to be AA creates that setting where they understand their limitation.
Yeah.
They know how far they can go, and they don't go any further than that.
Yeah.
They knew they couldn't compete with big open world combat games with the first Hellblade, so they sunk all their money on how to make that audio just really work. So
And it did.
I'm interested to see what they can do with the sequel. And like I said, Homeworld, Ghost of Tsushima, Hellblade, them are 3 games I'm guaranteed pickups for me.
That is fair.
I'm interested in all this other stuff, but like those are the 3 absolute 100% I am buying them.
They're the priority purchases.
They've already been budgeted for.
Yes. Alright, and there's just one more trailer.
Did you save the worst for last?
No, I try to do most of these in date order. I did get 2 of them out of order, though, which was a little bit annoying. Damn it, I did it again, because Hellblade comes out on the 22nd.
Well, that's what edits are for.
Yeah, but, like, I'm probably just going to put them as is.
You forget, we're lazy.
I do try to get them so that the trailers are all tab, 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 tab in order.
Yeah.
And the last trailer for the month is Nine Souls.
This looks interesting. side scrolly.
Yep. Bit of a Asian kung fu aesthetic, but it's got some techno stuff in there as well.
Ooh, I like this.
It's gorgeous.
It really is. Like,
This
the
reminds me
art's
of a
like-
lot of roguelites.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm probably going to pick this up because I've been wanting a new kind of game like this, to be honest.
It's not a roguelike though.
No, it looks more like a Metroid.
No, the play style and feel of it feels very roguelite.
Yeah. Apparently, their aim was to do a 2D side scroller with a combat that should feel more like Sekiro.
Yeah.
Huh.
So a lot of like deflecting enemy blows, then getting your hit in.
It looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the art style, so I might just pick it up for that alone.
I kind of knew this one would be interesting to you for that reason exactly.
Yeah. I'm nothing if not predictable. But, yeah, no, it looks fun. I might grab that one.
Yeah, that's your games for May. It's actually a pretty stacked month with small stuff and big stuff and some just fun stuff.
Yeah, because that one comes out on the 29th, doesn't it?
I do believe Nine Souls is the 30th.
Oh, neat.
So yeah, that one's looking good. So many of the others do. Like I said, you'll definitely be able to hear my opinion when we do the June episode of this.
Yeah.
My opinions on Homeworld, Ghost, and Hellblade, because they're getting played.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good chance I'll probably end up picking up Little Kitty Big City
Yeah.
just for something fun.
Whoever's made that either has cats or has watched a lot of videos of cats.
No, they have to have a cat.
Yeah,
The
there has to be
way
like
it
at least a few
sprawls-
office cats.
Yeah. Like I said, the way it sprawls and falls out, like when it's diving into stuff, like
Yeah.
that's someone who's seen a cat do that too many times.
The way it ragdolls as it flops over something, the back end's like, oh, well, it's jelly now. No, we're moving again.
Initiate ragdoll sequence. Blah.
What about you guys? Any of them particularly pique your interest outside of the big three?
Little Kitty Big City, definitely. And for me, Paper Mario, World of Goo, and probably Nine Souls.
Yep.
They
I'll probably
definitely
pick
stand
up World of Goo as just something to fill,
Yeah.
fill in that little bit of time where I've got 5 minutes to play a game. But yeah, Homeworld and Ghosts, I've already put them in my calendar. Like that shit's getting played.
Yep.
Well, I will buy
100%.
Ghost again. That was a great game. I've played it through, I think, like 3 times in total. Once the original time, then when the DLC came out, and then I got the itch again a few months back, so I played it again.
I've never played the DLC because I never purchased it, but it's included with this one, so I'm very
nice.
keen to not only play the original game, to play the DLC I haven't played yet.
The DLC was fun.
I've played a total of like maybe 6 hours of it, and I so wanted to dump so much more time into it. It's like, I want it.
The only
No,
thing
I
I'll
get
say
it.
about that DLC is play the DLC after you finish the main campaign, because it's set after it. So they make
fair,
references to like the ending of the game. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. I was going to play this after.
Fair. That works for me. I have no issue with that. I'll probably want to mainline the main story anyway.
Yeah, it's a good story.
So, that's your games for May. I think we're done. So, y'all have a good one.
Bye.
See ya.